I talked to BW a lot today. You know what I talked to him about?
What?
The veer?
Boys are back. The boys are back.
This is some Boston thing.
Oh, this is some Boston thing? Sorry, where I'm from in Texas, we say, whoop, whoop, farmers, fight, gig 'em. Whoop. I mean, but yes, it was. All right. What episode are we on? Jordy, just lead that cold opening, Jordy. It'll be good, just like that.
Hold on.
Do we really not know?
Are we around 1,000?
We're not around 1,000. They're like 95.
I know we're getting close to 100 though.
095. 095.
All right, and welcome back. All right. Don't
adjust your speakers, listeners.
All right, and welcome back to episode 095 of the OK podcast, powered by the Straight Co. I am your host, Grant Broggi, and we are recording live from Costa Mesa, California. We seem to have some people confused as to my whereabouts, so I am indeed in South California, but don't worry, I'm behind the orange curtain. Everything is A-OK. The price of Bitcoin is $76,607.87 on today's date, February the 3rd, my wife's birthday. Happy birthday to my wife. She loves our podcast on her birthday. And the year of our Lord 2026. I'm joined in studio by Mr. Jeff Buege, pronounced Biggie. He joins us from the greater Salt Lake City area. He is currently not in a drilling status. Nice. And we'll get to it probably in the staff brief. I'm also joined to us by Robert Trey Gottlich III. And we literally thought he was dead last week. We thought he was dead. We thought the storm got him. You know, they don't make them as tough in Texas as they do, you know, in the South where me and Jeff are coming. So we thought the storm got him and it swept him away into the Gulf of America, but he's back. And we're glad to hear. We can't wait to hear all about what happened last week. And
it's a really great story.
Jeff, greater Salt Lake City area. Trey is on the road, and I'm going to guess that he is in...
Oh, hold on. Let me get ready to search it.
Odessa.
Oh, that went.
You went the wrong direction.
Ah, dang it. Should have gone left when I went right, huh?
That's it, man.
Zigged when you should have zagged.
He's joining us from Texas. We don't know where he is, but we do know that there's a Chick-fil-A close by. Speaking of Chick-fil-A, thanks to Josh Hansen for coming on last week. We hope you went in and tuned in to us talking to someone besides ourselves and my mother. So that's always fun. And we got another guest today. The first time ever. We got another guest.
We got one listener.
It was a good episode.
Good episode. Before I turn it over to 3, I want to remind you this podcast is brought to you by Green Gridiron Green, Mr. Helmet, as he's often known. And this is the Riddle Mini Speed Helmet, Patriots Throwback Edition. Tough to get Patriots helmets right now with the blue visor. Remember, if you're buying your buddy a helmet, buy it with the visor. Okay. It's like a helmet for ants. I now have 4 of these. My buddy told me, Mr. Helmet, when he first got me a helmet, he said it's like collecting baseball cards as a child, and you just want more of them. And he's not wrong. So here I am with my helmet from Mr. Helmet. Go check out. Just click the link down below where it says buy helmets. Even if you don't buy the helmet, just click it, because we like to look at the website ticks and tell them that all the sales are from it. So just click the link.
Just buy a visor.
I've run my suck and bumped my gums for a successful 4 minutes. So with that, I'll turn it over to the 3.
Okay. Good evening, leaders of the free world, Americans, war fighters.
Real quick, Trash 5 here. I just put the message out to all the reservists on the outlying station that the meeting's going now. So I'm just going to talk a bunch of smack on it if they don't just instantly reply. But I just put it out right now. But they should just know. So just... make sure you're passing the word. Outlying stations, you call in Tuesday night before 8 p.m. on Grant's time zone, because whatever the Marine is that's in charge of the meeting, that's the time zone that matters. No one else's time matters. So if I need information at 6 a.m. on the East Coast, you bet your sweet bippy I'm texting you at 3 a.m. on the West Coast. Okay. All right. Trash 5 out.
Good inputs there from a fellow Iron Major. Good stuff there. Hey, be on time, be on target. That's what we do here at Trash Battalion. All right. Looks like from looking at the timestamp on the team's updates, looks like no one updated their slides. Okay. That's all right. We'll just brief to it. All right. So just, executive level briefs. We're just going to brief to it. Any changes or updates that the boss needs. Okay. Make sure you just brief to those. Let's keep it short and sweet. Here we go. S1.
Hey, Trash 5 again. By the way, keep all sidebars to a minimum throughout the duration of the brief and hold all questions until Sergeant Major speaks.
Right. Yep. Standard data on that. Thank you, Trash 5. Thank you. Okay. S1.
That's you, Trey.
Oh, yes, sir. Sir, I have nothing really for the group. All I have is sidebars. Okay, so I'm going to get with everybody individually on sidebars. So I will just circle back then.
Okay. Hey,
okay.
Great,
Sidebars are different than dive bars, just to be clear.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, good stuff. I'll kick it over to S2. S2, Intel types.
Again?
Yeah, you're the motivator.
I'm
you
sorry,
make
sir.
this character. You got to roll with it.
You sleep in this bed.
Hey, good morning, sir. Sorry, I was just firing up my Sipper laptop. If we could all just sit in here for 10 minutes real quick. I need, if you have a smartwatch, a iPhone, a running device, if you have anything that is somewhat electronic, please go ahead and put them outside. There's 2 Lance Corporals that are bringing in this giant TV that has a banner on the bottom that will say CUI, no foreign, and also it'll say secret. And that's going to get rolled in here with a resolution from like 1984. But you will still be able to see it. So I'm just going to pause for a minute until I see that everyone's phone is gone. Sir. Yes, sir. Trash 6, sir. You can't have that Garmin Phoenix 7 in here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, sir. That's it from the deuce.
Okay, good stuff. Wow.
Not as motivated as usual, but
he's been a lieutenant for 3 weeks now, so he's currently dwindling in motivation.
He's slowly understanding that.
Is this lieutenant prior enlisted?
No. He's like
he sounds like grad.
He sounds like an academy grad to me.
Academy grad, yeah.
Academy grad, yeah.
Yeah, classic. The boat school, as they say.
The boat boy. Hey, what's your name? Oh, my name's Lieutenant Johnson. Oh, cool. Nice to meet you. Now I'm just going to as a major, make conversation with you. Hey, so where'd you go to school? Oh, I went to school up in Maryland. Brother, you're a second lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps. You can tell me you went to Annapolis. It's okay. Oh, yeah, I saw you boat school,
Yeah. You're like, I know that people go there. It's okay.
It turns out a lot of people go there in commission. I actually like a lot of them. It's all right.
Right?
Yeah.
Most are pretty good dudes.
Pretty good dudes.
I do like this character development though. Annapolis.
Yeah,
grad.
he didn't do his slides. He was a little rushed due to the birthday celebration, so he didn't have a slide deck ready, but he'll be locked in next week. Don't worry.
We're not worried. All right. Okay, I guess that means it's time for the 3 shop. Just to brief to any changes to our slides. Okay, we've now checked off the next 4 items. If we can just all close our eyes and envision what the poem would look like. Everyone just go ahead with me. Envision the poem.
We all know
everyone's
what that
envisioning
is.
the poem. Okay. You're going to go ahead and check off the next 3 boxes below. You're going to turn those to yellow because they're still in the works, but we're at an 80% solution. So I feel good about those. The next 3 will check into red. Okay, so just continue visualizing the poem. And we'll get offline after this and we'll have a working group set aside. We'll get this training schedule updated. And we'll get a 3-hour working group set aside where we can go line by line, do a deep dive on the poem.
Real quick, Trash 6 here. Next week's a big week for the brief. CG's going to be on deck. CD of trash division, CG of trash division. And there's an opportunity once every quarter where we do training and we can make all of the medals go from red to green. And the following day, they'll be expired again because it's plus or minus 180 days. And so they're really only green like as you finish the training. CG's on deck. He writes my fit rep. So next week, make sure those slides are updated so we can, show them all the great work we do. Thanks for what you do with Team Trash 6 Up.
Copy on all Trash 6. All slides will be green. You heard it here, folks. All your slides, update everything to green. Green. We are go. We are. But we're not pen whipping this. Okay. We're not pen whipping this. This is legitimate. We are ready. We've put in the work. We are Trash Battalion. We've got our dumpsters. We can put trash in a dumpster with speed and intensity, and I feel good if we also go back to our desk. Yeah, violence of trash reduction, and we'll go ahead and make all the slides green. Okay, you heard it from the boss. You're hearing it from me. Okay, let's move it over to Lagos. What do we got? S4.
That's you, Trey.
So as far as S4, I believe my slides are not updated. But good news is we are ready for Phasmo coming down in 3 years. So all of our dumpsters are online. They are ready to be filled. We just need some volunteers for a working party. I sent some emails out, but it might be going to y'all's spam folder. I don't know.
Hey, Sergeant Major, that's enlisted matter. Okay. Get with the first sergeants, get a working party. If there's two things Marines like to do, I've always said it. They like to work and they like to party. And when you're in a working party, you can do both at the same time. Sergeant Major, just go with the flat black and get the Marines out there.
Okay. Good stuff. S4, medical. We got anything?
I just want to say for the listeners, the little awkward pause and then the aggressive onto the next person, that's real. Okay. That's excellent cosplaying by us because that's exactly how it is in the meeting. Everyone's like, okay, next person.
Okay. Seems like he's done. He didn't really say pending any questions, sir. So I'm not really sure if he's done because that's the universal sign for I'm done. And please do not actually ask me any questions.
He also didn't make any points or really provide any data, but that's the universal brief of all of these. So it's just how it goes.
It's the universe, baby. Okay. Medical. Yeah, what do we got? You got any hit lists, any shot X's, any dental rodeos, any I don't know. What do we got?
Man, see, Trey, you leave for 1 week and we forget about everything. Let's just move on to Chaplain. Chaps.
Let's see.
Calling all chaps. You know what? Let's do this the hard way.
Oh.
Let's do this the easy way. Let's see.
What are you going to call him?
I can't come to the phone right now, but if you leave your...
Hang on. Let me try that again. Might be...
We do have one outline station that checked in.
Let's see what we got here. If you're not following us on YouTube, you should be.
You're missing. I got some crazy hair going.
Well, come on, chaps. Probably putting a kid to bed. It's probably his wife's birthday.
Write another white paper.
Yeah.
Might be in another staff brief.
I didn't make it. Well, chaps, your voice was technically on the OK podcast, so there's that. He's probably in a skiff.
Yeah, he's in that skiff. Yeah, with
talking to God.
It's
the skiff is just his prayer closet.
All right. S6. Anything from our communications types?
At you, Trey.
Is it me? I feel like I'm gaining billets like crazy around here.
You got a lot of collateral duties. That FitRep is going to
miss
be
a week,
on
man. You just pick up some collateral billets.
Hey.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, as far as the S6 goes, the shop's running real smooth, going real great down there. Y'all need to come visit. It's really clean. Gunny's doing a great job. Keep the Marines in line. We do need to update the record jackets. They were not updated. We threw them all away, and we're just starting from scratch.
Like we always do.
That's about all I know.
Always do.
Nothing's changed. Hey, do you have 48 6-part red folders? Yes. Throw them all away. Restart them.
Starting over. Go print everything at once.
Maker. Go buy the label maker from Surf Mart and come back and put those serial numbers on there and print those SL3 extracts. What are you doing, Marine? I don't know. I'm just printing stuff for radios.
Dude, the hardest working printer in the Marine Corps might be the one in the November battery office. Because, like, I think I've printed more record jacket internal, like, pages than any other thing. Because it's also used by our Jason battery, Oscar battery. And that thing is just going all day, nonstop during a drill weekend. I don't know how it keeps going, but, you know, salute to that printer.
Salute you.
It's the hardest.
Write it up for a NAM.
Epson Printers, potential sponsor.
Oh, that's so true.
High quality.
I've been to a staff brief in over 10 years. I'm glad it hadn't changed at all.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. You can't change our core. You can't change our core.
Our traditions.
Don't ever touch
We do have one outlying station that did check in. Old Shawnee Shepherd, friend of the podcast, Master Guns, Big Daddy Shep. So he checks in and said, can proudly say I have not watched a second of this candy bleep Pro Bowl. But more importantly, I've gotten my fat, slimy, disgusting, puke pile piece of crap, but back to doing 5x5. So he's back under the barbell, it sounds like, lifting some weights, not watching the Pro Bowl.
Is the Pro Bowl going on right now?
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
What do they do? What do they do for the Pro Bowl now?
It's like a lot of like,
well, let's just
skills competition.
Trash sticks out. Attention on deck. Okay, continue.
Sidebar, excuse us.
Sidebar. I told you. No freaking thing. Doggone sidebars.
That would be a good podcast name, just Sidebars.
Sidebar.
Ooh. And you just like talk about okay topics.
Yeah, we just talk about like it's the OK podcast adjacent.
we just talk about the previous episode of the OK podcast.
We should start another podcast and commit, 2 hours of our life a week to it. That's what we would be missing.
We should have a sidebar where we just talk about adjacent things that are kind of like the OK podcast, and then have a third one called After Action where we just talk about previous episodes.
Wait, so the Pro Bowl is kind of like a sidebar to the NFL.
A little bit now. It's not a game anymore. They like do little like
wait, it's not a game?
Skills competition, and then they play like a flag football game.
No, they play flag football.
Yeah. Get out.
But it's
flag
like
football.
Shadur Sanders is the starting quarterback for one of the teams.
And Bill Belichick's
Pro Bowler.
not in the Hall of Fame.
He's a Pro Bowler.
So when you say like 7-time Pro Bowler, it means nothing now.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because everyone just declines going, I think. And they're just like, well, we're down to Shadur. You want to go to the Pro Bowl, buddy? He's like, yeah, I threw 7 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What I see on social media was it Bill Belichick waited 43 years for his girlfriend.
49.
Wait another 49.
Yeah, let's not make that age gap any.
Didn't his girlfriend break up with him?
Okay. Yeah, I think they're broken up.
I think it was like the same.
They're on a break.
I've seen Friends. We know how that works.
Yeah,
I'm very impressed. You know what that is? Yeah.
Hey, good good pop culture reference out of nowhere.
Leather pants, huh?
I like it. Oh my gosh,
is that Friends?
That's good. That's another Friends reference.
Yeah,
I've never actually seen it, so
that's good. Not
we
a
love
Friends.
Yeah, we love Friends. All right, we got about 6 minutes till we hit our guest.
Minutos.
So let's start the show. If you haven't figured it out by now, if you wanted, you could listen to the first minute to get the price of Bitcoin. And then you could listen to Trey's ending, and you could save about 90 minutes of your life every week and really get the gist of the show.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We got any quick topics? You guys really been like just slamming me with the topics,
So many
making
topics
my brain
in there.
work all week. You've just really been doing a great job.
Want me to tell my cool story where I was last week?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fill the listeners in.
Oh yeah. The one time that the guy on the pub, first of all, the time that we had a guest for the first time in ages. And then second, the guest like could care less about me and Jeff and was all amped up to meet Trey Gottlich. And then he's like, wait, so he's really not coming? I was like, he literally could be dead. So tell us how you didn't die, Trey.
He might be dead. I did listen to it. He said he goes, oh, the roads aren't that bad. I'm like, I thought they were pretty bad, man. Stuck in the house.
Yeah. He also
Stuck in
doesn't
the
have
house.
3
Yeah, no,
kids.
I think, put the kids to bed last week and I sat down in a chair and
First problem.
Rip Van Winkled and woke up at 11 and I go, oh, podcast is over.
That's convenient.
I think it was literally probably like 5 minutes after it ended. And just,
I don't even think you sent us a message, did you?
I think he.
I sent a message saying, "Hey, my bad."
Yeah,
my bad. Sorry.
Did apologize. Yeah. Very unprofessional. That's not like us.
No.
I feel bad. No, I enjoyed listening to it. Yeah, I went back, texted Josh.
Yeah,
said,
you guys link up?
Yeah, reached out to him. I know he said he was trying to find some good chow places, so I need to show him some other places besides Chick-fil-A and Frisco.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, he's talking to the right guy.
Yeah.
Come on, Bubba.
Come on, Bubba. You in Frisco.
Let me show you a good chow push.
This ain't Atlanta.
Push.
And then whenever he's trying to figure out the the barbecue spot, and you're like, oh, Hard 8. I'm like, I don't think it's Hard 8. I think he was thinking of Hutchins Barbecue, which is like the big one in Frisco.
Hard 8 is around Frisco. It's Grapevine.
It started like over in Fort Worth, the original one. And then now they're kind of all over DFW. There is one in the Colony.
That's where I went. I think I went there. I met my sister when she lived there at Hard 8. And it was okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's okay.
That's the way I would describe it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Auburn. That's the sponsor, Hard 8.
Auburn.
It's okay.
Auburn.
What's your hat?
Auburn.
Jeff, what's your hat say?
Oh, it says Auburn.
Okay.
Wait, Auburn.
What if we just start saying Auburn's okay?
Auburn's okay. Every time someone says Auburn, you say okay.
Even out.
Yeah. And then the data comes out and they're dead even for number of mentions. That won't happen.
But y'all did a good job. So I texted him. So
thanks, Josh.
Hey, dude, his overhead press, man, that's impressive.
He's crazy, crazy good. Big press. It's I haven't seen that a lot. I've seen that.
And I wonder. Well, I'm thinking when I was listening to it because I didn't realize he was a swimmer. So I wonder if like how much swimming's helped him, especially doing the backstroke. Man, that's like all shoulders.
Is that what he said he did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it sounded like it was kind of his specialty.
Yeah, shoulders like boulders.
Shoulders like
just got to be, man. Yeah, upside down triangle. Yeah.
While we wait on our guest, should we talk about Treesmasher?
Yeah. Can we please talk about Treesmasher?
Treesmasher. I don't know if you listen to this. We don't know. Trey, have you been paying attention to the Slack channel? You've been busy raising 3 daughters.
I've been. I look occasionally. I think I missed this Treesmasher thing. So I'm in the dark on this.
What is his profile picture? What is that, Jeff?
Oh gosh, I gotta look.
I don't know what this is. Here, can you tell me what that is, Trey? I feel like it's a pop culture reference. Is that Val Kilmer?
Is it Val Kilmer? Is that Mad Max? What is that?
Maybe it's Mad Max.
Somebody with one eye. I can't tell.
Treesmasher, man.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
He'll just yesterday, 4:19 p.m. from the top rope, unsolicited. Shoulders like boulders. I love big presses and summer dresses. And it's like, all right.
Just
When someone asks what you did at the gym and he just drops a Stone Cold Steve Austin thing, he's great. Bulk fuel. We pump gas and kick ass. It's great. They just come out of nowhere. Bicep peaks and slapping cheeks. But so I was convinced that he was a bot, but then he posted some gym equipment, which obviously he could still be a bot. But he's made enough things that make me think he's a person.
Yeah.
But I love Treesmasher.
When did Yeah. Oh man, I feel
it's been about 2 to 3 weeks, and a lot of people DM me on the side, text or Slack, and they're like, "Yo, Treesmasher." And I'm like, "Yeah, love Treesmasher." So.
I really hope he's not a bot. I hope he's a living, breathing human.
We got to get Treesmasher on the pod.
Dude, for sure.
Yeah. Like we had Lance Captain SMCR on.
Yeah. Hide his true identity.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Trying to figure out what his photos
are you looking, big
I can't
dog?
figure out what it is either.
Hey, I got an idea, guys. Why don't we just ask Grantbot?
Oh, what
from
the
book
pictures?
From the Book of Eli?
At Grantbot, what is the photo in at Treesmasher's handle? This should be good. If you're not on our Slack channel, you should join our Slack channel. You can join for $10 off, $19 a month. You get access to 5 starting strength coaches. You can come in. We talk about lifting, do a lot of challenges. Carnivore challenge just ended. 10K step challenge just ended.
Yes, sir.
So a lot of people getting $25 gift cards to the Strength Co. So you can really just like get your money back. Can't really afford not to be in the Slack channel. There's sports channels we talked about last week. There's random, there's programming, there's music, books, and movies. There's nutrition. So, click the link down below, get on Slack and meet Treesmasher. Our guest said he clicked the link and it seems to be loading. This is why they call it a podcast for our listeners. And I haven't even told you who the guest is yet. I don't think it needs to be a laptop because I know that it doesn't because Josh Hansen was not on a laptop.
I'm over here on the Strength Co website shopping for $25 items. Use my gift card.
Did you get your gift card sent to you?
No, not yet.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't think Grant's buddy did that yet.
No. But I'm just prepping, pre-planning.
Hey, I'm a big prepper. While we wait for our guest to get on here, if you're curious of 3 people that weren't on the Epstein files, it's us. So you can continue to listen to this podcast. I had to go through. Somebody is trying to cleanse X today, and I appreciated it because X just became like an Epstein report, and that's rather depressing. And then someone was like, "It's Truck Tuesday," and someone just started posting classic trucks, and then everyone started retweeting the classic trucks and posting more classic trucks. And I jumped on that bandwagon, and I posted both of my trucks. And it just, I liked enough of the trucks that Jeffrey Epstein started to disappear from my timeline, and just like 1978 Chevy 4x4s with a 3-inch lift is all that's on there. Yeah. Well, hit us with another topic from the topic list while my man works on his tech.
Let's see. Short one. Gus Malzahn officially hung up the visor and the whistle and the laminated play call sheet. Old Gus is parking the Gus bus for good.
Where was he?
This last season he was the offensive coordinator.
Oh, okay.
So he got his revenge. I think all his off-season work and everything went into that preparation for that Alabama game. They beat him. And I think he just took his foot off the gas the rest of the year
and that was it.
Very good.
And that was that.
Man, love that guy. Love that guy.
I bet he'll come back at some point.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just like goes and coaches like high school football in Arkansas. Like
But he's still relatively young, isn't he?
That's a good question. I don't know how old he is. He's probably
60,
60s.
60? 61.
60 years old.
Yeah.
Dang. Trey's very good at guessing the approximate age of college football offensive coordinators.
Dude, yeah.
Hidden talent.
I'm also very good at like just if you name a song, I can usually get within like 2 years of when it came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yo.
You know, if it was easy, it wouldn't be called a podcast, Forrest. That's why they call it a podcast.
What's that, brother?
Let me
not too much.
Introduce you to everybody, and then introduce you to these two guys, because you know me, we're good old buds, and then we'll hop right into it. We just did our little preamble. This is not serious whatsoever. It's a lot of banter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly. You're just here to have a good time with good dudes. So Jeff's a Marine buddy of mine. He's in Salt Lake City. He's done starting strength for a long time. We were roommates together. Trey also was a roommate of mine at time, also a Marine buddy of mine. And
also Jeff's roommate.
Also Jeff's roommates. Yeah. So a lot of us dudes living together. The only person we haven't lived with on the podcast is you, but we're hoping that, you know, we could turn that around.
Could change that.
Yeah, we could change that. For these guys and for the listeners, Forrest Day is on. If you're listening right now, if you're driving your car, open up Spotify, type in Forrest Day, and you'll find out, man, this dude is a musician with some killer hits in terms of views, which we want to talk to him about. I met him because he came to a starting strength camp. And so we want to talk to you about your music for us. We're like Jack White fans in here. We like a lot of outlaw country. So we want to talk music with you. What we also thought could be fun, because you're like new to the starting strength world, so to speak, is like you can ask us all the training questions that you paid me for to answer, and we'll just answer them for free. So that's another avenue we could go down.
Oh, yeah. There was something I'm supposed to remember to ask you tonight. I'll hit up Bernard during this.
Yeah.
Well, I've got an important question.
Step one, the podcast is at 8:30 p.m., not 8:30 a.m. So there's that.
Oh, man. Yeah, my clerical skills are going downhill, man. They really are.
Well,
reading and comprehension.
So how old are you? That'll relate to your lifting. And then how long you been making music? And like, tell us about your music journey as much as you want.
Okay, cool. So I'm 45. I started playing the saxophone when I was 9, and was really passionate about that. And I thought I was just going to go all the way with the saxophone. I was obsessed with the saxophone. I sacrificed sports and other things for it. But then as a later teenager, I discovered the piano. Well, I didn't fucking discover it. It was always there.
Wow, the bigger the piano.
I thought the piano was a lot older than that. It turns
out. Well, then I figured out I could write songs, and then that was it. I didn't want to play the sax anymore. I wanted to write music. So,
were you alto sax, baritone sax?
Alto. I've got.
No, you got all kind of stuff in there.
You got
a handgun on the wall, man. You're ready.
I stay ready.
Sorry, go ahead. Describe the saxophone. Go ahead.
I got a tenor and a soprano and an alto, but
Gotcha.
Alto's my favorite for sure.
Real quick fun fact for you, Forrest. Have you listened to Mark Ripito much, or not that much?
Since the seminar, the starting string seminar, I've listened to him a little bit, a few times. I had never heard his voice or even knew what he looked like, but I had read like chunks of the Blue Book and was like, the shit just spoke to me like gospel when I read it. And I never thought I would ever get under a bar or do anything like that, you know? And like you said, like, ignore those IKEA boxes or whatever about, you know, you lift with your legs, not your back, right. You know, I just was so trained in all these things. And then, but when I read his book, it tripped me out. I was like, it smells like the truth.
Well, let's talk about the truth. But before we do, what I was going to tell you is he's in a band and he plays the horn or the trumpet, I guess you would say. and he does a Christmas party or Christmas concert at his gym every Christmas.
What?
And it's like a bunch of old timers playing saxophones, cellos, basses, and he plays the horn. I have a YouTube video where we recorded it. I'll link it now, but he's a musician.
Well, that puts down a lot of stereotypes, doesn't it?
Yeah, right.
Trumpets and cellos and shit.
Yeah, that's right. So before we get into your lifting, because I feel like we'll spend some time there, what would you call, so my mother listens to this podcast, and so we think she's the only person that listens. But what
we make it for her.
Yeah, we make it for her. What genre, how would you describe your music? And then you had some great one-liners over some SoCal tacos of I think you said, I asked you, are you famous? And you were like, I'm like a local legend. There, you had some bit there that was pretty good. But what genre is it? And then, just explain what you do.
So genre, I would say it's been kind of a double-edged sword. Because music, everybody wants to know what category to put you in, and I'm pretty hard to categorize. I think it's a song by song basis. I think I write in maybe 3 or 4 different voices in a way. Okay. And they're all a little bit different. I've got a rock side that's got sort of a punk spirit, and I've got a hip hop side, and it's not very tidy in terms of what shelf do we put Forrest Day on, and that's definitely been a hindrance, especially with the old guard, because they're like, oh, what radio station does he go on? If we can't figure that out, we got nothing for him. And that old spirit's been kind of dying off, but it's still there. People want to be able to put you somewhere on the shelf.
Okay. So you do a little bit all of it. So you described nothing to my mother, but you just gave this big philosophical point. Yeah. Sorry, Mom. We don't know. Okay. Let's phrase it a little bit. Maybe. Yeah. You play the sax. I already know the answer to this, but what's your biggest hit? And I think you have to say biggest hit in terms of, streams, but also monetize for you, right? Because you do this for a profession. So I've done stuff on TikTok talking about lifting, and it's 25 million views, and I'm like, I got $0 for it, don't care. This YouTube video has 5,000 views and pays me every month.
Man, you're styling on TikTok, that's for sure. Man, what was the question?
Greatest hit.
Oh, Sleepwalk. Yeah, Sleepwalk.
Okay.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, Sleepwalk, 14 years later, out of nowhere pops off because of anime creators. And it started out in 2020, right when COVID got started. It started out as a horizontal. People were making horizontal videos, to the whole song. Mm-hmm. And then late 2025, they started making shorts to the same 15 seconds of the song. And it went viral as just an audio thing added to people's, TikToks, reels, and shorts. And it just exploded. And it exploded all over YouTube and TikTok and Spotify.
And does that feed? Okay, that was my question, is if it's trending audio on YouTube and the Strength Co's using it to make a reel, does that feed the Spotify algorithm, or that's completely separate?
People will tell you it's completely separate, but I think it smells fishy.
Okay, I tend to agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's paying attention, but so-called experts say it's not. But I'm like, how could it not? How else did how else did I make that jump from YouTube to Spotify? Because my Spotify growth was really big.
I mean, I follow.
Righteous.
I'm in there. Righteous. Yeah.
That's the first one that popped up on YouTube, was that music video.
Yeah, because that's the song that's trending so much. And
Now Now, I guess I got two questions for you. So one, as soon as you wrote that Sleepwalk song, is that like, did you know like, oh, this song's going places, or was it kind of a surprise?
The total surprise. We made that music video for it, and the director could have chose any song. And I remember being kind of surprised he chose that song. But I thought it was cool. It's the first song on the album, so I definitely thought it was a good foot forward.
Yeah.
But there's other songs that I would probably have guessed would be more of a hit than that one. But yeah, that I guess it had that right dark little, horror twist to it that was perfect for these anime people. And I don't know how they discovered it. I still have no idea.
Jeff, does the anime stuff like register with you at all? Like, when you? Okay, I'm the same.
Well, the new shit.
He was telling me
it's like Roblox. You heard of Roblox?
Is that like
where they build stuff?
Is that like a blockchain?
Yeah.
No,
just, you got to with green. Just say yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing.
Same thing, man. You got it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. He was telling me in the gym, and he's like, anime horizontal videos, and I was like, you could be speaking Mandarin to me right now. Like, I don't know, I have no idea what's going on. We'll each take some turns here. Have you written songs for other singers?
no.
Have you? Okay, we talk a lot of smack about that. Not about the people writing songs for other singers, but we're purist over here. So we're like, if you got to sing, you got to write it,
Three guys with no musical talent.
Yeah, zero musical talent, but we got opinions.
No, I'm with you on that, though. I'm with you on that. But then there's a gray area, when you got like the great jazz songbooks, and it's like Frank Sinatra. Do we give him some leash there?
Yeah,
Elvis Presley.
Right?
Yeah.
George
those
Strait.
guys get. I guess it just depends on on the type of music, because a lot of these people are posing as like, this is my raw truth, and like and like somebody else is writing it and they're acting all emotional and like, I don't know. That's like some cringy shit.
George Strait doesn't actually have oceanfront property in Arizona. Someone else wrote that.
Someone else does.
Yeah. Someone else does.
So George Strait didn't write his music?
He didn't write any of them, I don't think.
so.
I think he wrote, we're kind of like, we're actually,
Co-wrote.
these guys are pretty like underground. I call them underground movie guys or music guys. They'll send me music and I'm like, how deep I got to dig. And they're like, oh, like no one knows about this. So these guys are way more into it than I am, but all of us are kind of country heads. And so in the past, we've ragged on. Oh, I actually love George Strait.
I've heard he's a real stand-up guy too, actually.
Yeah, which is amazing in this day and age.
I think the way we phrase it is that we have respect for anybody who has musical talent, right? But there's a different level of respect that we have for people who write their own stuff and then are able to perform it as well.
Yeah,
I think is what
that's a great way to put it.
What we ended up with.
Well, you know what, dude? I'm not going to disagree. I think singer songwriters fucking deserve it, because it's like a different level of compulsion to work.
Yeah,
I mean, singing is a lot of fun, but I think it's just next level compulsion when you have to express yourself through it's more of an art that you just have to do and use as a release. And there's just another layer to the cake. I feel like
and I think that was my second question is like, I don't know, like the story of like Paul McCartney writing Yesterday, like didn't come up with the words, but he had the melody. So he just put like scrambled eggs. He kept saying that over and over again. Like, what comes first with you? Is it the melody, or is it the lyrics, or is it just dependent on the song, or
I've definitely written songs like every type of way, but I think that typically I come up with a melody and do some of that mumbling type stuff until the right thing comes along. And usually like a couple of words magically appear. And then, my thing is I just go into obsession mode with where whatever I'm working on, it just loops in my head all the time. And so I'll be in the grocery store aisle and then suddenly I'll hear a harmony to it, or I'll hear like a counterpart a counter melody to something and be like, oh shit. And then I grab my phone and go over it. And so it's just sort of like a constant, like it's like a mantra. It's just always with me, and I'm obsessed and until I go fucking crazy, and then I have to take a break.
Okay. And that's when you go lift.
Yeah, man. I'm on it.
Jeff, what do you got for him on music before we get into his squat numbers?
Yeah, I'm just always curious on, like very accomplished like musicians, like hearing like, okay, who are the people that kind of like influence them, or is there anyone? And then also kind of like, is there anyone nowadays that you're like that's new and up and coming? And you're like, oh man, this person's going somewhere, or like someone that's maybe like in the pop culture that you're like, no, this person's like legit. They're not just like some cookie cutter artist that's getting propped up by a label or something like that just because they fit a stereotype. Who are some of your musical
right
interests.
Man, okay, full disclosure, I'm not super hip to a lot of stuff right now. I do check out lots of new hip hop. I'm always interested in production, but I don't have like a new artist that I'm really excited about. I was having fun listening to JID. I think
Great.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah, I was enjoying diving into his catalog.
Yeah.
And then I'm always on the hunt for something new and interesting.
Hey, Leonard Skinner said it best, on the hunt. I like to listen to that song when I lift weights.
I'm not sure I know it or how it goes.
Yeah. That, like, listen, when you lift with Bernard tomorrow or whenever you go on Thursday, put On the Hunt by Leonard Skinner on while you're in a heavy set of 5, and you're like, oh, I get it. Grant, you know what, man? You do have musical talent. You get it. You get it.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay.
I'm re-embracing Skinner.
Yeah. I was going to say, so I'll tell you what I remember, and then you can kind of either tell us, you said it was like gospel to you, but what appealed to you of the barbell training, and then kind of tell us how long you've been going, and then maybe ask like the roadblocks you're hitting. Cause I watch squats so much and program so many people, it's kind of interesting. Sometimes you see people for a very brief amount of time. And so things that seem very simple to me are like not for them. But Forrest is a big boy, guys. I mean, he's 6'4"?
6'3".
6'3".
Right.
He's 2 something to do something. Like he walks in the room. He's a big guy. And I think we squatted 180 maybe or so on that day. Somewhere in there.
You're being generous.
I'm being nice. 155, something like that. And, deadlifting 2 something. But that definitely like healthy, strong, but like new. And like the thing for him was like the squat is limited, not by pure strength, but because like getting under the bar is difficult for your shoulders right now. Or, the deadlift is not limited by pure strength, but like you're still learning how to like set your lumbar into position. So, that's kind of where he was when I saw him 2 weeks ago now. But
for sure.
Yeah. I guess talk about your appeal to the program. And then you kind of alluded to like you hear the melody in the grocery store, and then you like obsess and you put it on your phone, and then it like loops in your head and you go. Like that's how lifting is for me in terms of like, especially when I first found starting strength, it's like, I got to get stronger. I got to add 5 pounds. What am I supposed to do? Okay. I need to eat more. I need to sleep more. So I assume based off your personality, the little I know, that's probably like happening to you right now. So maybe just explain, the past month or however long you've been lifting this way.
Yeah, for sure. So I had never done a squat in my life or a deadlift in my life before December 31st or December 30th. It was right before the new year. My life change would appear to be a New Year's resolution, but it's totally not. It just was a coincidence. and I was smoking a cigar at my neighbor Bernard's house, and I was telling him I was reading a book. We were both just kind of feeling like we were on the elbow of like some kind of change. And I was reading this book called Atomic Habits, and he was like, I read this book called 5 a.m. Club. You should get up at 5 a.m. every day. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I should. And then I started, And then he gave me the blue book, Starting Strength.
Yeah.
And he was talking about us getting together and doing this barbell stuff. And I was just sort of like, maybe, probably not, in my head, probably not. But then I took the book home because I always thought deadlift was like I honestly thought the deadlift was stupid. I thought it was for morons. I thought everything to do with the barbells was like for idiots, basically. I was like,
cavemen.
Yeah, just not smart, because I was like a mover and a hauler, and I had been taught to live with my legs, and I just like everything looked wrong about it to me. Yeah. And but I'm an open-minded guy, and so I was down to reevaluate. And I read that book. Like I said, I just smelled truth. It really struck me, and I was like, all right, this is the shit. Let's try this. And then I did a little cross-reference with ChatGPT.
Of course.
Googled it a little bit. And then like some of the little Twitter influencers that I follow, they were all saying some of the same shit. Then I was like, okay, confirmed. All systems go. So then got down there, total atrophied muscles, had, like I said, never squatted before. So I was wrecked.
That soreness. How was that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
That's a special feeling.
Well, I was like, I didn't even know that there was muscles in these places, like up so high and down so low, like it's so close to the knee and then so close to your actual hip. I thought like hip muscles were just like a figure of speech. Like I didn't think, I thought it was just I literally had no idea. I was down a pant size in a week just because everything just like tightened up.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't expecting. Yeah. It tripped me out, man. So yeah, I would say it's been pretty revolutionary in my life. And then
go ahead. No.
Well, I was just going to say my boy Bernard, he, bless his heart, but he didn't really have the form down. And I was reading the book and I was like, man, we should probably get like a little help. And then he took it to 11 and was like, let's go to Costa Mesa for this seminar. I was like, damn, Bernard. He just one up to me. And then I was like, all right, let's do it. So then we found ourselves down there with Grant and Connor.
Yeah.
And, it was a good day. And that was a great day. So it definitely like fixed us up. I'm sure we're totally fucking up in some department, but at least we got like a solid grasp of kind of like, I didn't even know what hip drive was. I thought hip drive was like a hip thrust. I thought I was supposed to like thrust forward on my way up. I was like, what is this hip drive thing? And then you showed me what it was. So I was just dead ass wrong about a lot of it. And, now I found it really useful for the deadlift to push through the ground. Just all that stuff.
What did you lift this week?
Yeah.
All right. What'd you squat this week? What are you up to? You got to be close to 200.
No, wait. I'm still writing it down really stupid. I'm writing it down 45. God damn it.
Oh, you did the barbell math. The barbell math's tripping you out.
It'll come. It'll come.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just look at a bar. You'll know exactly what's on it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that's bad. 40. Yeah, I can't do.
So you're 45
right
pounds. You're 45. Yeah, no, it happens. All good. I won't rub it in. It's people come into my gym, and I'm like, put this and this on. They're like, how much is this? And I tell them, they're like, man, you're like really smart. Did you like do really well on the SAT? And I'm like, brother, I am not really smart. I just stare at barbells all the time, and it's like the one kind of math that I'm really good at. And they're like, why don't you have 35s in here? And I was like, because when I learned to lift, there was no 35s. And if you threw a 35 into this mix, my whole algorithm for how
so true.
Yeah, it would just crumble.
So true.
I'm like, I like 35s. I'm a fan. But if you put 35s in my gym right now, I'd go out of business because I would just be staring at the bar like,
counting with your fingers.
Yeah, just having this trainer that doesn't know what the fuck.
Does it feel heavy? I don't know how much is on there. How does it feel?
Taking his shoes off. Yeah. Well, I guess what lifting questions do you have, if you have any?
The connection got a little funky there for a second.
Oh, sorry. I was saying we'll clean all that up in post. You get it. You're a musician.
Okay.
We clean it up in post. You know. Yeah. Hey, Jordy, put a Forrest Day. Put his little head from a Spotify banner and just like run it across the bottom of the screen. Give him a little like and subscribe button for his Spotify, Jordy. And then when we're done, turn this into a reel. We'll send it to him and collab with him. Thanks, Jordy. Jordy's our post guy. He's real.
Yeah.
He's not a bot. Yeah.
Hey, he's AI.
Yeah.
Love you, Jordy.
I was asking we love you, Jordy. I was asking what, maybe you got some lifting questions. You've been gone 2 weeks on your own.
Yeah. Okay. So we've been doing like pretty accurately the warm up thing. The only thing that we're in question about is the deadlift. What is the warm up progression the same for the deadlift? The 40, 60, 80
and yes,
thing? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Kind of. So where you're at in your stage of lifting, you're still squatting every time first, and then you're doing the pressing exercise. So every time you get to the deadlift, you are by all intents and purposes warm, right? You've already done your squats, you've already done your presses or your benches. So the deadlift for you at your body weight, and same for Bernard, I guess what I would say is to distinguish you from like 130-pound female, you were just going to start with a 45 on each side, which is 135 pounds. Then you can go into the same calculation of 45, 65, 85%. And anything that comes out in that math below 135 pounds, which is what a barbell is with 45s, you just skip, right? So if your deadlift is, 200 pounds, 45% is going to be, 140. So you're just going to do 135 for a set of 5. And then whatever 65% is, you're going to jump to that. Does that make sense? So you're kind of removing the empty bar, and the empty bar becomes 135. And so you're doing the calculation so that you don't have to like learn a new thing, but you're just skipping anything beneath it. Does that make sense?
And then the bar starts higher. And you just gave me a cheat code, bro, because I never knew, I didn't think about the 45s and the bar equals 135. So now I can start there.
Dude, it's huge.
So I was squatting 155 yesterday morning.
Nice.
45s and 10s. Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, it's going to come like that. And then you're going to look at 2 plates and know that it's 225. And then you're going to look at 3 plates and know that it's 315. And I'm going to say this so that I can make a point. I'm not just going on and on and on. Then you're going to make 4 plates and know it's 405. 5 plates, you're going to know it's 495. 6 plates, you're going to know it's 585. And then after that, you haven't seen many people that are that strong, and you're going to get lost again. At least that's where I am. I can get you up to 600 all day long. You put like 745s on each side. I'm like, I don't know. Is it an airplane? Like what's happening?
They get strong.
Yeah, it gets crazy. But you are a 405 deadlifter. 100%. Your size, your stature, your build, arm length. If you stay on it, you have the capability at 45 years old. I don't know when your birthday is, but maybe at 46. Yeah. So maybe at 46 years old, but like, I think this late summer, fall, you could be deadlifting 405 pounds.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. One of my favorite questions that I got to ask you at the seminar was like, why, like, I mean, I kind of know, but then I kind of don't. Like, why push why should I deadlift 405 pounds? Like, why should I do that?
I mean, dude, that'd be a great album cover. You just deadlifting 405 while playing the saxophone. Like, that would be lit.
Ooh. That was a good reason.
Yeah.
Because it would be a great album cover.
Yeah. So kind of what I talked about at the seminar, and it just holds true, is like one of the ways that you stay strong is by staying in the pursuit of strength. It's strength training is like so simple, not rocket science early on, and you just do it. And then the longer you do it, it almost becomes kind of philosophical, right? It becomes like I have to continue to pursue this in order to not go the other way. So do you need to deadlift 405 pounds? Probably not. I think if you could deadlift 3 at your body weight, over 200 pounds, if you deadlift 315 for 5, any saxophone, if you bought a cast iron saxophone, right, you'd be able to carry it. Anything that life threw at you, you'd be just fine. I don't know where the cutoff is. Is it 315? Is it 365? Is it 405? Like, I'm not exactly sure where it is. Do I think everyone needs to deadlift 600? No. And that's not just because I can't do it, right? I think at some point it's like, well, if I can deadlift 400, I can carry all of Granny's groceries the same as if I can deadlift 500, right? It doesn't like give me any more. And as I'm up near the top of my genetic potential to go from 400 to 500, well, that actually like takes a lot more work and time in the gym. And if I'm not doing this to brag on the internet that, look, I can deadlift 500 pounds, and I'm actually doing it so that as I age, I can do more things and have good longevity.
And just stay strong.
Yeah, then there's some number in there. But what I would say is like me knowing you, having met you, your body type, your size, and your age, 405 is like a difficult. You will have to be consistent 3 times a week and show up, but achievable goal. And then I think, when you get to there,
that would be fucking cool. Actually,
it'd be cool. It'd be cool. And it's like a real possible thing for you. It's, I think almost every male, and I hate to say under an age, because then it's like, well, I'm 51. Can I do it? But somewhere, and there's so many things that factor into this, but unless you are like 140 pound male, like every dude that's around 200 pounds, obviously 70-year-olds with osteoporosis or some kind of chronic, like, are excluded. But every guy, like the 4 of us on this podcast and that are listening, can deadlift 4 or 5 if they want to. I'm not saying it's easy, but like you could get there.
How about you guys? Do you guys deadlift and do all that stuff?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do for sure, man.
Can you do 400 pounds or 400 or 500 pounds or whatever, you guys?
For a deadlift?
Yeah.
Oh, Trey's,
yeah.
Trey's a strong boy.
Trey's a Texas fed boy.
Yeah, Texas strong.
I don't know, but I think I've been on both sides of that too. So like I've run the program, then I've like not run it, and then I've gone back to running it. And then just like the way you feel, just like mobility wise, like the more strength or the more weight you put on the bar, you actually just like feel better doing life, if that makes sense.
Doing life?
Yeah, man. Just like your day-to-day stuff. You just feel like
that's cool.
You just feel better doing
that. Was going to be my next question. That was going to be it. How does it feel? Like, how does it feel like to be able to deadlift 405 pounds or do that? When you're that strong, like, how big of an upgrade in life is it?
I got to let these guys answer because I sell plates and coaching for a living. So people are going to think I'm just peddling stuff. The whole point of this podcast actually is to like have other normal people that don't sell what I sell to talk about it. So Jeff, I think maybe tell them your deadlift is what, 465 is your best or somewhere in there?
Yeah, whatever I did at the turkey pole, not this last year, but the year before. Yeah.
Or maybe 490. Yeah.
452 and a half or something like that.
But yeah, maybe you tell it and then Trey tell it. And then Trey, I also think you should talk to him about, I think I can say this without you getting mad at me, but like the yo-yo of like, hey, I'm training, everything's going good. And then I fall off and then I get back. And like, cause I feel like you've learned a lot from that, but Jeff, you go first.
Yeah. I mean, I got, had already done like a bunch of lifting from playing sports in high school and then did some CrossFit stuff and then joined the military. And then, like Grant kind of, turned me on to the starting strength methodology and stuff like that. And so I think just, I don't know, like that line of work being in the military, especially like you're going into the field and you're wearing a bunch of stuff that's heavy and things like that. Like I remember like significantly noticing like, oh, this just makes this easier. Like I have like less fatigue at the end of the day. But then now I'm in the reserves. So doing less of like just the normal military stuff and more just like my civilian job and just, I don't know, little things are just, it's just a little bit easier. I can tell like, there's been a couple of years where I've kind of tapered off in terms of like strength training and concentrated a little more on like endurance stuff. And just with having the strength kind of basis and getting back into that, just, I don't know. I noticed I have a lot less back tweaks and stuff like that. Cause there was like a year or two where I felt like I was throwing my back out all the time. And then I was like, nope, I'm getting back into deadlifts. And, it's been probably 3 years now since I've had a really like bad back tweak where it's like debilitating. I know, right? I'm gonna get up from this chair and gonna have one because that's just how it goes now. So yeah, and I feel like when I have had little tweaks of stuff, like I've been able to bounce back quicker from those because there's kind of that strength basis there. So I think it just makes you more durable for all the little stuff, especially as you age more. And I especially notice like as I age more, like you don't recover as much, but I think having that strength basis just makes you a little more durable in general.
That's good.
Yeah, and I think before Trey goes, the other part that you notice when you start to lift, and Forrest, if you stick with this, you'll 100%, you'll probably like text me one day and be like, bro, and this is like a little bit mean.
I think I noticed. Yeah.
But you start to just realize that like everyone is like a wuss. and you just realize it's like, because people will come to the gym, they'll join, they'll be all fired up like you. And then like they'll have, I don't know, a minor back tweak, their shoulder will start bothering them, whatever. And they just like quit. But even forget like gym people or people that we coach online, or forget all those people. Like as you just start to converse with people and watch, and like people you do business with, and they're like, oh yeah, sorry. Like I couldn't make it. Like I had to go to the physical therapist, like for my knee. And I'm not saying that people don't need that to go to physical therapy for their knee, but you start to listen to it and you're like, man, if you would just suck it up and do like a heavy set of 5 deadlifts 3 times a week, like 90% of all these ailments that make you sound like the biggest wimp on the planet would go away. And it's really hard. And it's like not like, it's fun at first because you're always making progress. But I mean, I took my wife down to San Diego for 4 days. It was a birthday and it was like post-deployment vacation. We went down there, hung out. Like we came back, baby goes to bed. It's like, I gotta go to the gym, and 8 p.m. on Monday and squat 365 for 5x5. And I'm like, I do not want to do that at all. Right. Like that sounds absolutely terrible, but I have to do it. And I just, lived in San Diego for 4 days and was like, I better stay strong so I don't get killed down here, So it's, yeah, I don't know. You start to realize that you're not like a crusader, right? Like you're not Sparta 300. Like I'm not like saying that but there is an element of like, oh, like, yeah, I just interact with humanity a lot better because of my physical strength. That's what I think.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And I think about it that like, if I have to change a tire, like I don't think twice about like, oh man, this tire is going to be heavy or anything like that. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna go change this. I don't know, just like little things like that pop up, and like you don't have to deadlift 405 to change a tire like easily, but like it makes it a little bit easier, and you're not like stressing it like, oh man, I don't know, just little things like that are easier.
I think it gets to the point, especially once you get into it. I'll equate it to like playing an instrument, right? Like I assume you still practice on all your instruments because you want to get better at it. I think you get to the point as you go through these programs that like you're doing the novice program, you go to the intermediate, that you just like want to continue to improve on like the numbers that you've been doing. It's just, like I said, it's just a good like habit that you've gotten into that you want to continue to improve that craft. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know, man. So like, I think I started off, like I lifted in high school, but like, I think before Grant introduced me to this program, that it was like all ego lifts, which is like, oh, I'm going to do my biceps and back, or I'm going to do, just like stuff that doesn't really help you like in your daily lives. And then I think Grant was like training to become a starting strength coach. And then I would come over and like, I was like his guinea pig, I think. And he would yell at me as I would do squats. And, it was great, man. It was like the first time that I'd ever gotten into these type of lifts before. I had never really done, kind of like you, I'd never really done squat. I'd never done a deadlift or anything like that. So it just kind of introduced me to all these things. And then you just notice that, like, I think Jeff said it, man, like your quality of life. And then just like when you do things, like you don't have to think about like, oh, this can be heavy or whatever it might be. Yeah. But then like Grant mentioned, man, like I remember I was going in, I was running this program, and then like we had 3 kids in a very short amount of time.
We'll explain later how that's possible.
Yeah, we'll explain. Yeah, we'll explain later how that happened.
I'm assuming there's 2 or 3 women involved.
Yeah, exactly.
But
that's why I said
infidelity.
Yeah, that's why he said we.
But yeah, no. So then like I got off the program, like I just shut it off. I'm like, man, I don't have time for this. Like I was still like continuing to eat. Like I was still on the program, which is like, so it's just like not good. So you're gaining the wrong type of weight.
Right.
And so like I got out of shape like real quick. And it's just, you just notice like you get out of bed in the morning, you're like, man, I feel stiff, or like, what did I do yesterday? Like, why am I sore? And then you start running this program again, man. And you just, I go back to just like, it's the workouts like you do. It's your full body. Like hey, I've never been sore in this part before, but you're using it because you're using your daily life. So you just feel better. That's what I've noticed about my man.
That's
when I'm
I've
running the program
so far too.
Is you just feel better.
Yeah, it feels more stable. Like my back is like straighter, like shit's locked into place.
And I think like the stage of life that we're all in, I think we're all around the same age, is that like, man, like I just want to live to where I can like move 20 years from now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and then having kids, having kids, you know, you want to, watch them as long as you can, grow and grow and grow and grow. Like I don't want to miss a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like how shitty would that be to miss out on things too early, on
oh yeah, man. Like you run it because you're like 10 years from now, if like my daughter wants to be like, hey, can you hold me? I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I can do that, and not think twice about it. So
yeah.
But no, I adopted 2 kids and then we got pregnant. That's why I had 3 kids in quick succession.
He was going for adoption.
He had to clear the air.
Yeah, I like to tell Trey's story more than anyone, just because like
I've told so many people that story.
Oh, I love to tell stories. So he's going for adoption. It's like this whole long process of like getting approved and everything. He's like, hey brother, can you pray? I'm like, I'm praying, dude. Like, I hope it's gonna happen. He's like, I got approved. And I'm like, oh, that's great. Like, what a huge milestone. He's like, yeah, it could be like 18 months, 24 months before they find us the kids, but like, we're approved. I'm like, that's awesome. It's on a Tuesday. On Thursday, he's like, I'm going to pick up twins. They're 6 weeks old. And I was like, whoa, wow, that happened quick. Congrats. I'm so happy for you. He's like, I'm so happy for me. He's like sending me photos. He's got these twin girls. I'm like, that's amazing. And then he calls me. He's like, bro, my wife's pregnant. And I was like,
like 4 weeks later,
I was like, you are going to have 3 daughters under the age of 1. That is insanity. Like you
hold
just
on to your butts.
You skipped everything and just went full warfare.
0 to 100, baby.
Yeah.
That's insane, man. Wait, did you know that like that was a possibility? Your wife getting pregnant? Analog style or whatever?
No, I thought I was in the clear I'm like, hey, we're golden, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a crazy story. It's crazy. Yeah.
We were told, hey, we were told like, hey, you can't really have kids. And so then we're like, oh, let's go the adoption route. And then that was a surprise because we were like, oh, hey, there's 2 of them. And you're like, oh, great. Come pick them up in 48 hours. So, yeah.
Oh, so the twins, that was a surprise? With the adoption?
No, we had
Hey, wait.
That's the best. They're like, okay, we got
and of course you weren't going to be like, yo, I'm just taking one of them. Like, of course
that's not really an option. I'm not trying to like parent trap these girls, dude.
Oh man. I can't believe you got surprised with twins. Wait, that's crazy. How did that even happen? Did they hide it from you? Did they sort of trick you? They walked you down that?
No. So you. Sorry, I'm hijacking this interview, dude. So you fill out the paperwork, and like that's one of the questions that they ask. They're like, "Hey, would you be okay with twins?" And you're like, you check yes, and then you ask the lady, and you're like, "Hey, does this happen often?" And she's like, "I've only seen it once, like in my 12-year career of doing this," and then. Now she's seen it twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's meant to be, of course. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
100%, man. No, it wouldn't change a thing. It's been awesome.
Yeah. I'll just know which box to check if I ever.
If you want to adopt and you don't want twins, don't check that box.
No, and it's interesting for us too, and we like talk about it because one of the main things that I struggled with as a coach was like everyone that quit. So it's like guys in their 20s want to look good, take the shirt off on the beach, so they go to the gym all the time. And they turn 30 and stuff like isn't going as well. And they're like, yeah, maybe I should try to do this intelligently. So they start, they hire a coach or whatever the case is. But then they have a kid and they quit and they wake up one day and they're 45 and they're like, I'm out of shape. I don't like the way I look. Man, this is terrible. And I'm like, well, why did you quit? Like when you had the kid, you could have just kept going. And it's actually been a transformative year for me now that like I've had a kid or like I relate to Trey more with 3 kids. Cause you're like, oh, this makes total sense why everyone stops doing this, because it's like your wife's like, you're going to go to the gym and leave me here just for you. And it's like, well, it's actually not for me. Right. And my wife doesn't say that. She's like totally bought in, but the narrative. And so it's, it's kind of the demo. I mean, I used to say like our demographic was, people 50 and older that are experiencing atrophy, and it still is a spot. But a lot of it's like a lot of the coaching advice I give outside of like the basics, like when you're first learning to lift, is just like the accountability for you to keep coming. And, guys will pay like, hey, this guy I coach in Washington, he's awesome. And he could not wait for my deployment to be over because he's like, I just don't go to the gym anymore because you're not there to make me do stuff. And I just don't go. And he did do some stuff, like some of that's tongue in cheek, but he's like, and then I came back. He's like, oh, I'm back, So anyway. All right. What other lifting questions you got before we got to run you through some podcasty stuff?
Okay. I guess I should just tell you what we're doing and then just tell me if I'm screwing anything up.
Yeah.
So we're alternating the workout. We don't deadlift. We deadlift every other workout.
Okay.
And we squat every day. So we either do squat,
press,
or
squat, bench.
Or squat, bench, and then we throw a row in one of those days, and then it's row or
deadlift
or deadlift. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a bastardized program. Rip would say, "You're not doing the program. You're not doing the program." No, but I actually think you're good. You're running my bastard child version of the program. That's usually how I put people on the gym. Usually it's about 3 weeks. Usually for about 3 weeks, I'll have people. So the press and the bench always alternate, right? For your first like 6 months of this, those alternate. So set that in your head. You're always going to squat first, and then you're going to either press or bench. Those are like standard data. Then the deadlift for the first maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month, we deadlift every single time and add weight. And then which I think you did, because based off talking to Bernard, who's like got a little more, he's done the program before.
Yeah. Maybe
you didn't, but we do that for about 3 or 4 weeks. And then when your deadlift gets heavier than your body weight, usually I don't usually alternate every other, like we do the press and the bench. What I usually do is take the frequency from deadlifting 3 times a week to 2, because it's different, right? If I go press, bench, press on 1 week, I'm going to press twice and only bench once if I'm alternating. Yeah. What I'll say is like Mondays and Fridays, you're always going to deadlift. And Wednesdays, we're going to row, right? Or maybe do chin ups or, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Actually, the benefit you're getting is not from the row or from the chin ups or for whatever exercise that you do instead of the deadlift. The benefit that you're seeking is not deadlifting so that you can recover from everything else. Because what's happening as the deadlift gets heavier and heavier and heavier is like, I can't pull 350 pounds 3 times a week for sets of 5 anymore because it's too much stress. So I'm going to lower the frequency down to 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
The main thing you want to take away from this conversation, and for like as you get stronger, is you want to change as few variables as possible every time you change something. So what a lot of folks do is they get the program starting strength, which is exactly what it says it is, starting strength, right? It's like getting started. Squat, press, deadlift. Squat, bench, deadlift. Those are the 2 workouts. Add 5 pounds to everything. Run that for as long as you can. And then, like I taught you in the seminar, hey, I can't make 5-pound jumps on the press and the bench anymore, so I'm going to reduce those down to 2.5-pound jumps. That's the only variable I changed. The only variable I changed is the amount of the load that went on the bar. Hey, now I feel like I'm going to start missing reps on the squat, or I'm going to start missing reps, or I've missed reps on the squat. What should I change? Okay, let's reduce deadlift frequency to 2 times a week. So we make one small change. Every other thing is still in place. I'm doing the same barbell lifts. I'm doing it 3 times a week, and I'm increasing the load every time. But now on Wednesdays, or day 2, whatever it is in your week, I'm going to barbell row and therefore not deadlift. Okay, right. Everything's still progressing. My squat is stuck again. Okay, next variable I'm going to change. I'm going to take one of the squat days and make it a light squat day. So maybe Mondays and Fridays, I'm adding 5 like I've always done. And on Wednesday, I'm doing 80% of Monday's lift. Does that make sense? So yeah. I'm changing as few things. What most people do is they run the program, something gets stuck, anything, the press, the bench, the squat, that something gets stuck, and then they change everything. And it's like, no, everything was going just fine. You're just actually getting stronger. And so now Forrest can't squat 250, then 255, then 260, while also deadlifting 315, 320, and 325, all in that 7-day window. It's too much stress. So he needs to reduce it a little bit somewhere. And you just make like one minor change and keep running it. Or on the press and the bench, hey, guess what? When Forrest was weak because he was new, he could squat or he could press 75 pounds for 3 sets of 5, and it was enough stimulus to keep things going. But now he's actually pretty strong. So just doing 3 sets of 5 on the press or the bench press, the upper body lifts that use less muscle mass, isn't enough stress. So Forrest, your press is stuck. No, I'm not going to reset and ramp back up 3 sets of 5. I'm going to now give you a 4 sets of 5 on the press. Or there's a lot of different things we could do here. I'm going to have you go up and load for 3 sets of 3 so that you get a new stimulus and a new weight. And then we're going to take a little bit of weight off in the same session and do 3 sets of 5. So now you got a total of 24 reps instead of 15, and 9 of them were at the new weight. I know I'm blowing your mind right now, but it's actually pretty simple. But you want to change as few things as possible when something's broken. You don't want to. Most folks change everything, or it's time for, let me go buy this second book for starting strength, practical programming. Right? Yeah.
No, I feel you. And there's a lot of parallels to music.
Oh man, I love it. Love it. You got any more lifting questions?
Let's see.
Which one of those 4 lifts comes the easiest to you, man? Squat, deadlift, bench?
I say bench and press. Okay. Just because like I have a little bit of a history. So when I was in the Philippines for a couple years during COVID, I ended up making friends with some gym rats. And I started working out for the first time. So I never they were doing the stuff that you guys were doing. I just had my prejudgments, as I told you. I thought that was like bad for you. And, those guys weren't hip to like what's going on, but they taught me a lot of shit. It's not that I didn't respect them. They taught me tons of shit, but yeah, so I got into lifting weights then, just doing like bench press and like the back, working on my back, just kind of like the stuff that every basic dude does. And the back by the whatever.
Yeah,
chest try.
Chest try. All that. I was doing all that stuff. And I lost a bunch of weight because I was just eating rice meals. I got myself to, Grant, you seem to intuitively know what a good walking around weight for me was, which was about 260. 265. Like that was a great weight for me. And, I got myself there, but then I came back to America and then just slowly slipped into my routine and put it back on. And then, and a lot of it was like, I replaced that muscle with fat too. So I put on a lot of fat and let go of all my muscle. So, Yeah, this is my first time rebuilding, but doing it with the starting strength mentality.
Now you're in. We call that a strength co mentality, you know?
I like it.
Yeah.
Next step is a home gym, baby.
Yeah, we talked to you about it a little bit. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Jeff, I think, Forrest, I'll just ask you, and I'm not offended. I'm assuming you've never listened to this podcast.
No, I haven't, but I did search your channel though, and I did watch a couple of your videos.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned the YouTube channel. This is like the funny banter version of it. But so we do have 2 sponsors. This is like a real podcast. People give us money for us to talk about them, and we have I guess you could call it a bit, you know, that we do every time we have a guest. And we didn't have a lot of guests last year. We were on episode 95, right? So this isn't our first rodeo.
That's a good chunk. Yeah.
Yeah. But we tell the guest about one of our sponsors. It's almost better if they've never listened to the show. So we kind of feed you some information, and then we open the mic to you and you do like an ad read based off the information. So our first sponsor, our founding sponsor, is a company called BW Tax. And I'm going to give you like 3 or 4 facts, and then Trey's going to give you a few, and then Jeff's going to give you a few. You're going to forget half of them, and then you just do your best. But BW Tax LLC. Yeah, it's fun. BW Tax. And there's no like standard here. People just botch it sometimes, but it actually ends up being some of the best ones. So like there's no pressure.
The bar's so low here.
The barbell's like laying on the floor with no plates on it. It's like really low. So bwtaxllc.com. It's run by a guy, we call him BW. He's based out of South Carolina. You don't need to take notes. This is all off the cuff for us. You're built for this. He's a New England guy, though, at heart. He's a big football fan. But one of the things that he does is he explains to people that like, your CPA does not have to be local. They can actually be anywhere. So you could live in the Bay Area and have a guy in South Carolina that cuts through the red tape of the IRS for you. So that's what I like about BW. Trey, you want to go over a couple things?
Yeah, like I said, Forrest, bar's super low here, so it's like it doesn't matter. I've heard some really bad ones. We've heard some great ones, but we've heard some really bad ones too. My favorite thing. So I've done TurboTax. I've done H&R Block. Customer service. If you have a question on if you're doing taxes, like you get put in a queue, or you don't get a lot of help going on, or nobody picks up, you get a bot that answers your questions. Not very helpful. BW, I had a question on some taxes that I had yesterday or 2 days ago, and I called him, and he was on vacation, and he picked up and he answered my question. So the thing I like about BW is whenever you call, you get somebody, him or one of his great team members that he has there at BW Tax. You'll talk to one of them. They'll help you out, whatever questions you got.
Jeff?
BW's he's a true professional, right? He knows the ins and outs of all the legalese and the weird stuff that the IRS wants to trip you up on. So he knows how to navigate that, like just weird maze of tax law and things like that. So he's truly an expert and like knows his craft, and he's there. He's in your corner, and he wants to get you, the refund so that, your hard-earned money is back in your pocket.
We missed an opportunity of just like having Forrest come up with a song for BW, a little jingle.
Yeah. Well, that'll be in the future.
I mean, he might be he's writing it right now in his head. We don't know what's going on. We got to pay Forrest a little bit. Yeah.
Forrest don't work for free, baby.
Yeah. All right, Forrest. So with that, I don't think you need any further instructions.
Yeah. BW Tax LLC. He'll pick up the phone at his brother's funeral.
Yes.
He will tell a story like J.K. Rowling and make sense out of your mess of a life. BW's a soon-to-be disgruntled Patriots fan. But above all, BW is a friend to all men.
that's good. No, that's good. That's great. That's great.
One of the better
That's
ones.
up there. That's up there. So
That's one of the better ones.
a lot of times Forrest will get folks on and we got to like play them an example because we'll go through the bit and they don't get it. And I knew like when you were squatting in my gym, I was like, there's an ad read here. Like there's going to be an ad read one day about BW Tax from Forrest. And we did it. We'll put some music to it. We'll probably put your music to it. Yeah, it's going to be great.
You could have stopped at he picks up at his brother's funeral.
Yeah,
and I
really
think that would
could
be
have.
the best one that we've done.
I hope he doesn't have a dead brother, but yeah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Yeah. No, that's good. That's see, you got to like say stuff that's edgy for it to work. So I like the risk you took there.
That's true.
So there's another portion that Jeff has to run you through that. But before that, this is a sports podcast. We didn't talk about sports today because we're talking to you about lifting. I'm guessing you're a Seahawks guy.
Hell no.
No?
Who's your team?
I live in San Francisco Bay. I'm a 49er fan.
Okay, you said disgruntled Patriots fan, so I thought maybe you were like, I'm Pacific Northwest D. I'll just go for the Seahawks. I don't like the Seahawks either. So
No, I don't like them. No.
yeah, so we have this weird thing. It usually goes to Trey, but I'm going to give it to you. But I'm going to do the opening bit, and now it's time for Trey's Picks of the Week, and then we go down through a bunch of really obscure college football games. College football's over, so Forrest celebrity pick. Seattle versus New England in San Francisco. Patriots snubbed a lot recently. Bill Belichick not in the Hall of Fame. Robert Kraft not in the Hall of Fame. You know, it's been years since they've seen a Super Bowl for Patriots fans. You got Seahawks coming from the West. Who do you like?
It just seems like a perfect recipe to just spank the San Francisco Bay Area people. You know, just go win a Super Bowl in our fucking backyard. Like, I just feel like that's probably what's gonna happen. I hate to be negative. I hate to be a Nancy about it, but I see how this kind of poetry happens in life, and this is like their turn to go shit in our yard.
Yeah. So you're picking the Pats.
No, to lose. Yeah,
lose.
I'm picking the Hawks.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think the Seahawks are going to lose? I hope you're right, man.
I think I think the Patriots. I don't know. I'm also a Patriots fan. That's where my dad's from, and so I grew up like with greatness. So he's about to log off right now. He's like, he's a Patriots fan. What the hell?
No, I don't hate the Patriots now that Tom Brady's gone.
Yeah. So I want the Pats to win. The problem with growing up, like I watched Drew Bledsoe get injured. The problem with growing up a Patriots fan is you always think it's possible because it's happened so many times and it brings a lot of bias in. I think the Seahawks are a better team. I like data and analytics and stuff. Like I think the Seahawks are better. But yeah, I got the Pats. But you got the Pats too.
I'm rooting for him, dude.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, good.
For sure.
All right. Why don't you take him through the okay bit, Jeff, and then we'll let this guy get on with his wonderful life and quit talking to us knuckleheads.
Very well. All right. So the origin of the name of this podcast, right? All three of us were on active duty in the Marine Corps together. And it all stems from, you would have these really young kids that enlist right out of high school. They go through boot camp. They show up to their first unit and like, they don't know what they're doing. They have no idea what they're doing. I can't imagine putting myself in those shoes of being like a 18, 19-year-old kid. And there's always then that that guy that's been around the block for a while. You know, he's got maybe close to a decade and a half in the Marine Corps. He's seen it all. He's seen all the idiots come through the office and like mess up dumb stuff. And so usually a lot of times the interaction starts with like the young Marine doing something dumb or like just walking by the office door and the gunnery sergeant's in there and he's like, okay. And he like stops them in their tracks. Like they could hear this from 200 meters away and stops them in their tracks. They have like no idea what's about to happen. But that's kind of where the name of this podcast comes from. Cause we like to say, okay.
Yeah. Like you can't like walk with your hands in your pockets. So you'll have a guy in the office and he'll see a group of Marines walking by the office and they're 19 and want to break rules. So they have their hands in their pockets. Like, okay, I know we were taught not to walk with our freaking daggone hands in our pockets. So that's kind of the nature. And so we just ask the guests to give us their best, like, okay. And it's silly, but You get it.
I like the name of the podcast. Actually, it's a good one.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's also just an okay
there you
podcast.
go. Hey, pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Well, Forrest, my mother's listening and probably last week's guest, and that's probably it. No, I'm kidding. We're going to take you viral, but where can people find you? Where do you like them to find you? Do you want to Instagram follows? Obviously you want it all, but what should people do if they want to check out Forrest Day music?
Okay, what I think you should do is you should go to whatever streaming platform you're using and go through my back catalog. And if you don't like what you hear, hit skip. Go to the next song. Because I think I've got something for just about everybody. And my music is so all over the place that you'll find something that sparks your interest at some point.
Love it.
Sweet. And are you on Instagram?
Yeah. Instagram. Okay. I'm probably most active on Instagram. And
is it Forrest
Day with two?
At Forrest Day.
Yeah, with 2 R's.
Cool.
Is your name pronounced Broggi?
Depends who you're asking.
Yes.
Yeah. Broggi is what people say. The Italians would say Broggi.
Broggi.
I like to go back and forth. Ripito I was on Rip's podcast one time, and he was really big on the correct pronunciation. And I told him the story. My grandfather was an ophthalmologist in Worcester, Massachusetts, second generation immigrant from Italy. And he primarily served Irish people. And my grandmother was Irish, so, I can say this. But he would say, yeah, all the Irish people kept messing up my last name and they couldn't say Broggi. So I just switched it to Broggi. So then on YouTube, I'll say Broggi. And now my dad follows my YouTube channel, and he's got, he's a Baptist minister in South Carolina, and he's got a pretty big following. And he said, you should put ads on my radio station. And I said, you think so, Dad? I don't know that those listeners are going to the gym. And he's a big lifter. And he's like, no, you should put ads on. This is probably 5 years ago. I said, you should put ads. But if you put ads on there, you got to say your name correctly, because no one will know that you're my son if you're running around saying Broggi. But yes, Broggi is what we say.
Yeah, it seems like such a prophecy that you would wind up in Southern California.
Yeah.
From dude, being named Broggi in California, are you kidding me? That's ridiculous.
It's like the Patriots coming to win in San Francisco, It's like a poem. I can see it in my head.
Yeah.
Well, Forrest, thanks for coming on to the episode. I think I have your address.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, if I don't have your address, text it to me. We'll send you a little gift, and we'll talk soon.
Awesome. It was good to meet everybody.
You too, brother.
Yeah, good to meet you, dude.
This comes out Friday at 9. Well, I'll link you and tag you and stuff.
Okay, sounds good. Go Pats.
All right, brother. Yeah, go Pats.
Go Pats.
Love it. See you, man.
Later, dude.
Good dude.
Oh, good dude. Good dude. Can we just take a moment? Jeff, I was super impressed you're able to explain okay.
Yeah.
To somebody who's not in the military. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Well done.
I don't know. He may not. Well, yeah.
It's not his first rodeo.
Hey.
That's true.
That's true.
Good ad read.
Great ad read.
Loved it.
Great ad read. Oh, man, I can't wait for that.
We'll get that one on the soundboard, and we'll get Trey playing that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that.
Yeah, we'll get Trey playing that on the soundboard. Yeah.
We got so many soundboards.
A lot of soundboards. Let me hit the good dude button. Good dude.
Hold on. Let me hit my good dude button.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Wait, hang on. Let me hit my Auburn button. Auburn.
Oh wait, I have one of those also. Auburn.
Yeah. Wait, I got another. I got my Trey button. That's tough to do against tall grass.
Tall grass. I wonder what that was ranked up there.
Yeah. I got another one here.
Ooh, yeah.
We're from the South. I got to say, when he went on to his music stuff and was like, I like the hip hop. I like the country. I like the this. I didn't want to make it all about me like I do everything in my life. But I was like, I got Boston Grant. I got Southern Grant. I got Marine Grant. I was like, I was really identifying with him right there. That was good.
It's meant to be.
We got any topics we got to hit? Because we're hitting the wavelengths here.
Yeah. Trey, who you got in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, let's just close out our picks and then have Trey bring it up for a landing.
I guess as much as it hurts, I think Jeff's onto something with this Pope thing. So I guess I'll probably go Seahawks.
Okay, that's deep.
The fake 12th man.
I'm pulling for I'm not. I'm pulling for the Patriots. I think the Seahawks are going to win because that 12th man, the real 12th man, the truth will come out at the Super Bowl. The 12th man will be there.
Jeff, they sent you a cease and desist letter.
I tore that thing up. I didn't even. I said, you can take this right back.
Take it back.
I'm pumped for it.
Trey, you want to bring this thing down for a landing?
I would love to. And I asked this legitimately. 095?
095.
A firm.
Oh, excuse me. Bingo.
Yeah.
095.
Fife.
This is episode 095 of the
Okay.
podcast. As always, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Good Guy, Better at Taxes, BW Tax. We are powered by the Strength Co. Don't forget your helmets for the Super Bowl. You can get them at the link below. Mr. Helmet, green, gridiron green. I prefer no visor. It looks much better.
Debatable.
Some people prefer the visor. You got both options there. We would like to thank our guest, good dude, Mr. Forrest Day. Great guy. Listen to some of his tunes. I recommend you do the same. As you're checking out the links below, you will see a link for the Slack channel. Use code OK. Get yourself a little discount there. What do we talk about there? We talk about love, talk about life, talk about lifting. You got it all there.
Mostly love.
Whatever.
Really. Mostly love.
We got it all, yeah. Most importantly, go to www.theokpodcast.com and you will find all the social media links that you can give us a follow there, interact with us. If you're not watching on YouTube, get on it. Powered by the Strength Co. They make great pans, but also make great plates. You can get them both there. Coach, am I missing anything?
Is anyone live right now, or do we have our own personal social media accounts?
I believe we do. Yeah. No, we each have our individual social media accounts that we are very active on.
Oh my gosh.
My new favorite pastime this week is whenever Grant posts on X, I like to just call him a dork. That's my new thing. I'm going to start doing.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
really ups the engagement.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting for somebody to be like, this guy's right.
I agree.
I'm just going to start replying to you and saying, you're just engagement forming.
Coach, don't miss anything.
No, that's pretty good. Hope you like the show. Back-to-back weeks with the guest. We got more guests coming down the pipe. We'll get back to X. We know you guys like that and go through the lifting stuff. Had some good banter this week. Hope you have a great Super Bowl party. I hope you fill your stomach with glizzies. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.